The TikTok community is mourning the sudden loss of John Crawley, better known by his online persona, KingBeardX. The beloved content creator, whose humor, storytelling, and iconic beard won him a loyal following, has passed away at the age of 47. His death leaves behind not only a void in the digital space, but also in the hearts of millions who found joy and comfort in his videos. John Crawley rose to fame on TikTok with his unique personality, often blending comedy, heartfelt reflections, and moments of raw authenticity. His signature beard became part of his identity, giving rise to his nickname, KingBeardX. Unlike many viral creators who leaned heavily into trends, Crawley cultivated a style that was unapologetically his own, relatable, genuine, and full of life. Over the years, he built a loyal community of fans who tuned in not only for entertainment, but also for the sense of connection he fostered. To many, his videos felt like conversations with a friend rather than performances for strangers. News of Crawley's passing spread quickly across social media, with fans expressing shock and grief. While details surrounding the cause of death remained private, the confirmation devastated his audience, many of whom had followed his journey from the very beginning. Friends and fellow content creators remembered him as a man who brought laughter to others, even when life was difficult for him. His family released a short statement thanking fans for the outpouring of support, requesting privacy during this time of mourning. They acknowledged the love that John received from his online community, noting that TikTok was more than just a platform for him. It was a family. Crawley's videos often combined humor with wisdom, tackling everything from daily struggles to broader reflections on life. His authenticity struck a chord in a space often dominated by curated perfection. Beyond entertainment, John used his platform to encourage others to embrace themselves fully. He often spoke about resilience, positivity, and the importance of living authentically. This transparency endeared him to fans who saw him as not just an influencer, but as an inspiration. The passing of John Crawley raises a deeper conversation about the impact of digital creators in today's world. Unlike traditional celebrities, influencers like Crawley built direct personal connections with their audiences. His fans didn't just admire him from afar, they interacted with him daily, shared his content, and felt like part of his extended family. His legacy lies in more than just videos. It lives in the countless lives he touched. From messages of encouragement to moments of shared laughter, Crawley left behind a digital footprint that will continue to inspire. Fans have already begun creating tribute videos, montages, and hashtags to celebrate his life. The TikTok community responded to the news with an outpouring of tributes. Hashtags in his honor began trending as fans shared their favorite clips and heartfelt stories of how KingBeardX impacted their lives. Fellow creators posted videos honoring his memory, calling him a trailblazer and a kind soul who supported others in the creator space. One fan wrote, "John wasn't just a TikToker, he was family to so many of us. He made us laugh, cry, and feel seen. He will never be forgotten." Another tribute read, "The beard was iconic, but the man behind it was even greater. Rest easy, King." While John Crawley shared much of himself online, he also kept parts of his personal life private. He occasionally spoke about the challenges of balancing real life with digital fame, acknowledging both the joys and struggles that came with his platform. His family, friends, and those who knew him personally remember him as a devoted loved one with a big heart. Details regarding funeral arrangements have not yet been publicly shared. However, fans are already organizing virtual memorials, candlelight vigils, and tribute streams to honor Crawley's life and contributions. His family has hinted that a public celebration of life may be held, where his digital community will also be welcomed to participate in remembering him. The death of John Crawley, widely known to millions online as KingBeardX, is a sobering reminder of the fragility of life, even for those who seem larger than life on screen. At just 47 years old, Crawley's passing has shaken not only the TikTok community, but also the countless individuals who found comfort, joy, and laughter in his unique presence. His sudden departure reminds us that behind every viral video and booming laugh is a human being with struggles, dreams, and a life story that can end far too soon. John Crawley's story is one of connection in an era often defined by distance. In a world where screens separate us, he managed to break through, creating content that felt personal, heartfelt, and authentic. His deep, booming voice, expressive face, and trademark beard became instantly recognizable. But it was his warmth and relatability that truly set him apart. Fans didn't just watch him, they felt like they knew him. KingBeardX was more than a screen name. He was a persona that brought comfort during lonely nights, humor during stressful days, and wisdom when life felt uncertain. For many, John's videos were a bright spot in otherwise dark times. Whether he was telling stories, offering life advice, or simply laughing at his own jokes, his authenticity resonated. At a time when social media often amplifies perfection and performance, John dared to be real. He embraced his imperfections, leaned into his quirks, and invited people to love themselves for who they were. This message struck a powerful chord, especially with younger audiences who often face immense pressure to conform to unrealistic standards. But beyond the laughter and wisdom, Crawley represented resilience. His content often reflected the ups and downs of life, never shying away from raw honesty. He reminded his audience that strength isn't about pretending everything is perfect, but about continuing forward even when life feels overwhelming. This quality made him more than an entertainer. He became a mentor, a role model, and for many, an unlikely friend they could count on every time they opened the app. The news of his death has left fans devastated. Social media has since flooded with tributes, condolences, and memories. From heartfelt messages of grief to reposted clips of his most iconic videos, the online community has banded together to honor his legacy. Fellow creators have shared their own stories of how KingBeardX inspired them to embrace their true selves or to start posting content without fear of judgment. Viewers who never met him in person have spoken of how his presence on their screens helped them through heartbreak, depression, or loneliness. This collective mourning underscores the power of digital connection. While some may dismiss TikTok stars as fleeting entertainers, John Crawley's impact shows that online figures can leave as lasting a legacy as traditional celebrities. His influence was not measured in red carpet appearances or record deals, but in the way he touched lives, one video at a time. His death also sparks reflection on the role creators play in our lives. For many, scrolling through TikTok is more than entertainment. It's therapy, community, and an escape. Figures like KingBeardX remind us that behind every viral clip is a creator with immense responsibility, often carrying the emotional weight of thousands of followers who look to them for comfort. While this connection can be beautiful, it can also take a toll on the creators themselves, highlighting the importance of supporting the well-being of those who give so much of themselves to their audiences. As fans continue to mourn, they also celebrate the indelible mark he left on the TikTok community and beyond. His videos may no longer come, but the joy and wisdom he spread remain woven into the hearts of those who followed him. For many, John Crawley wasn't just a creator. They saw him as a friend, a confidant, and a reminder to embrace life fully. Family, friends, and fans alike will remember him for his generosity of spirit, his unique sense of humor, and his unwavering authenticity. Even in his absence, his voice echoes in the advice he gave, the smiles he created, and the community he fostered. The fact that his passing has prompted such an outpouring of love speaks volumes about the man he was. Not just a TikTok personality, but a human being who gave people permission to be themselves. Though gone too soon, KingBeardX will forever live on through the laughter he sparked, the lessons he shared, and the love he inspired. His story reminds us of the importance of cherishing those who bring light into our lives, whether they are close family members, lifelong friends, or even digital figures we may never meet in person. The impact of kindness, humor, and authenticity cannot be overstated, and John Crawley embodied all three. In the end, John Crawley's legacy is not measured in numbers, views, or likes, but in the lives he touched. Each smile he drew out of a weary soul, each word of encouragement that lifted someone's spirit, and each reminder to embrace life fully stands as a monument to who he was. While the world may feel emptier without KingBeardX's presence, his influence continues to ripple outward, shaping the lives of those who carry his message forward. And so, as the TikTok community and the world beyond say goodbye, one truth remains clear. John Crawley may have left this world, but the spirit of KingBeardX, the laughter, the wisdom, the authenticity, will live on. In every person who dares to be themselves, who shares a laugh when life feels heavy, or who chooses kindness over cruelty, his legacy endures. KingBeardX is no longer with us, but the mark he left is indelible. His passing is heartbreaking, but his memory is a beacon of light that will continue to guide his fans and loved ones for years to come.